Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash Season 3. Now earlier this week we had the first part of the whole two-part Gorilla City storyline where we saw some pretty impressive CGI when it came to not only Gorilla Grodd and Savitar, but also just with like the actual look and design of Gorilla City, which was insanely awesome considering the budget that these shows have. Now one character that we saw at the conclusion of that episode who is connected to what we are going to go over in this video is Gypsy, the Earth-19 bounty hunter, or if you want to call her the Earth-19 vibe. Now obviously we will see her in the second part of the Gorilla City story later this week from when this video will go up, as she leads Grodd and his gorilla army over to Earth-1 to cause some monkey business. Even though I have mentioned this in previous videos, I do find it necessary to bring it up again, and that is around the inclusion of the Earth-19 Flash known as the Accelerated Man. As they actually released a new photo of him, and this is actually like the first official one, as all the other photos were like, you know, dodgy quality taken by fans on set. Like you could see his design and stuff like that, but it wasn't really that high quality. As you can see here, it is Accelerated Man meeting with Gypsy in the rain. Now it is hard to tell where this photo is taken due to all the rain, and by that I mean like what Earth in the multiverse. Is it on Earth-1 or is it on the home of Gypsy and the Accelerated Man, Earth-19? Hopefully it is the latter, as the more places we visit in the multiverse, the better. But this all leads on to some set photos that have come out over the past few days from the filming of episode 18 of The Flash. So this is the episode after the musical crossover with Supergirl. Now the photos involve the characters of Barry Allen, or The Flash, Wally West, or Kid Flash, Cisco, or Vibe, and then Gypsy, who will be returning for this episode, and we will go over why that is the case later on, as well as this new white-haired character. Funnily enough, I am 99.9% sure this new white-haired character is actually being played by the same actor who played Dwight, who was the Jerome cult leader on Gotham. So there is another actor who has been on both Gotham and The Flash. There have been a few so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if that tally went up over the next few seasons. In the set photos, you do see this new white-haired character walking away with Gypsy in handcuffs while, weirdly enough, smiling from ear to ear. Now, you would have to think this is off camera, like this isn't actually going to be in the episode, or it's possibly like a blooper take. I honestly cannot see this being a real take, it would just be a bit too silly. But yeah, seeing he is being taken by Gypsy in handcuffs, you would have to think he is a villain. Like, it would be a bit strange if he wasn't. I guess you could say it could be similar to like the H.R. Wells thing, where, you know, HR's not technically a villain, but he did something wrong and Gypsy's after him. But this actor playing this new white-haired character is sort of good at playing villains, so I think that's going to be the case. But who actually is he? Well, one of the top choices going around was that this guy was actually not a villain, that he was a hero, a speedster hero known as Max Mercury, who is another member of the Flash family, and also like a big player in the story of Savitar from the comics. Now, I really don't think this is the case at all. Sure, it would be awesome to see Max Mercury finally show up on the show because a lot of people have been wanting him to come on. But going by what we have seen and will soon see in regards to the set photos in this video, I highly doubt this dude is actually Max Mercury at all. The most likely option of who he could be, based off like his appearance, is actually the villain known simply as Key. Now, Key in the comics ingested these like psycho chemicals which made him like really smart, but also gave him enhanced sensors and even like telepathy. He also in some cases carried around a key-shaped pistol, so yeah. But yeah, it is sort of hard to tell if this, you know, new character is Key just from this picture. Like, we'd have to wait to hear him talk because, you know, villains talk in a certain way. And also, you know, he doesn't really use his abilities at all. We can't really see him using them in these photos. You do see the stunt doubles for both the Flash and this new character performing a scene in which they jump off of a platform onto the roof of a car. Now this may come across as like a possible speedster versus speedster fight to some, but we have seen Flash just, you know, tackle people before on the show, so I wouldn't take too much from this and, you know, use it as an example of why this is a speedster that's coming onto the show. But anyway, as I said earlier, and as you would have been able to see from the set photos, Kid Flash and Vibe are also present at this altercation. Now we will see something similar this week when the team takes on Grodd's army, when they'll be joined by Jesse Quick as well. But in the case of these set photos, they are only versing one dude. They're not versing an army of goddamn gorillas. This leads me to believe that this is actually on Earth-19. So this is how I think it might play out. Like, Cisco has brought Barry and Wally over here to assist in the takedown of this villain. It obviously could just be Earth-1, but you think with HR also being from Earth-19 that we would eventually get to spend a substantial amount of time over there. Even though I did say that like Gypsy will most likely interact with the Accelerated Man in this week's episode on Earth-19, it's going to be all raining, we're not going to get the best look at it, they're probably going to have like a quick cameo scene, I guess you could say, where, you know, it's less than a minute maybe. So we're not going to see too much of Earth-19, maybe none of it at all. Like, it might be in an area where it's like a area where it just looks like Earth-1, like there's nothing really too much different about it. I did see some people referencing this set photo of Flash talking to this lady in some clothing that's like not normal, I guess you could say, on Earth-1. However, she is wearing this like pin on her left collar, which is something that we have seen worn by cast and crew from the Flash before. Obviously, she could be like an extra who could just have been talking to Grant Gustin and she's just wearing it between takes, but that is sort of unlikely. So I'm assuming this lady could be the director or something like that, or maybe she's a writer or just an assistant on the set. But yeah, she's wearing this pin, and it's something that the cast and crew have worn before, so I don't think she's an extra in some Earth-19 clothing. Nevertheless, I'm still confident that this is on Earth-19. Well, I'm hoping it is at least, as I think it is about time we actually went over there for an episode and saw what it was like. You know, see what H.R. Wells' Earth looks like and what kind of villains it has. Because we have heard HR like refer to his villains, but we haven't really experienced them, so I think it's about time, especially saying that this episode is the 6th last episode, I think, in the season. Wait, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, it's the 6th last episode in the season. So I think it's about time we experienced Earth-19. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, it'd be very much appreciated if you could leave a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think this white-haired character is? Do you think he's a hero like Max Mercury, or do you think he's a villain like Key? Do you think he's another villain that's not Key? Because that's the only one I thought I'd just bring up in this video, because it's the only one I could really think of. And do you think that we're going to Earth-19, or do you think we're going to stick on Earth-1? I think my reasoning as to why we're going to Earth-19 makes sense. Like, why would Wally, Cisco, and Barry all turn up to take this one villain when Gypsy's also there? It just seems a bit too much overkill. So I think Cisco's mainly there to help Wally and Barry get over to Earth-19. And also, I guess he wants to hang out with Gypsy a bit more as well. But yeah, leave all of your opinions in the comment section down below. But of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.